Today, we will be talking about the most expensive thing that has been created by mankind till date. What could be that thing? Some of you might be thinking it could be diamond, some might be saying it could be platinum, some of you might be thinking it could be trust as well, right? I would be talking of something else, something you might not have heard about. It is called antimatter. Okay? What exactly is antimatter? In class 6 or 7 we have studied what matter is, right? Matter is anything which can be seen, touched or felt. At a subatomic level, matter looks like this. It consists of positively charged protons and neutrons at its core and is surrounded by rapidly spinning electrons in the across the nucleus. Antimatter is parallel to matter. Antimatter is something where the elements are same but the charges are opposite, which means if you get a positively charged electron, which is also called positron, this is what antimatter is. Positively charged electrons and negatively charged protons. Now, why is antimatter, so how does antimatter behave? Antimatter and matter, like lovers in a doomed relationship, they attract each other very strongly only to destroy themselves, which means because antimatter are oppositely charged, they are very strongly attracted by matter and then they collide with each other to annihilate themselves, creating a lot of ionic radiations or gamma radiations. Now, why did I start my video saying that antimatter is the most expensive thing created by the mankind? 1 gram of antimatter, to create 1 gram of antimatter in a laboratory, it would require 62.5 trillion US dollars. Now, how expensive is 62.5 trillion dollars? The total GDP of United States in 2020 was around 20 trillion dollars. It means 3 times the US GDP for a year is the amount of money required to create 1 gram of antimatter. And where exactly is it created? Typically, antimatter is created in large particle accelerators or large hadron colliders which are located in CERN. Okay, CERN is a major particle physics laboratory in Europe. Now, what could happen, say for example, if you have 1 gram, if you can create 1 gram of antimatter, 1 gram of antimatter could have the similar amount of energy equivalent to a large nuclear explosion, and it could destroy a city altogether. And let us understand how much of antimatter have we created over the years. We were able to create only around 15 nanogram of antimatter cumulatively till date. Okay, and you will understand antimatter gets converted into energy. When antimatter and matter come together, they collide and they just annihilate themselves, they just destroy themselves in the equation E equal to mc square, the famous Einstein's equation. Now here c is the speed of light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now because it is c square, which is 9 followed by 18 zeros, even a minuscule amount of antimatter can create a huge amount of energy. Now understand the problem, right? Antimatter, as soon as it comes in contact with matter, it will get annihilated and create an explosion or create an energy ring. Now, how do I create antimatter in that case? Antimatter is created in high energy physics laboratories and are stored in penning traps. What exactly is penning trap? Penning trap is a vacuum. Vacuum means it does not have matter inside it. Now, basically the container is matter, right? Even in a vacuum, the container will be matter. So, inside a penning trap, what happens is you have strong electromagnetic forces which make the antimatter, or which do not allow the antimatter to come in contact with the walls of the container. It revolves around or oscillates inside the penning trap. This is how we can keep antimatter for some time. Now, antimatter is basically a science fiction, comes from a science fiction story. Hopefully someday down the line we could use antimatter as a nuclear fuel for interplanetary missions or for something else, even for a nuclear explosion, who knows. That is all for today. The whole objective of my channel is to make you think, make you read. So do read about antimatter, and if you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon and share it among your social circles. Good night.